My name's Rhapsody and welcome back to Blueprints. I have had some time to go and collate some notes, specifically a set of meta objectives that I have not only in this run, but in future runs. And I'm going to read through them very, very quickly for you, because this is a new set. Obviously includes some favorites that we have previously from the other one, the Dare mode, the Curse mode, Day 1 Room 46, Hour 1 Room 46, all of those kinds of things. However, it also now includes Find the Family Core, which I don't even know what family core means. I just have a couple of clues about where it might be and how to unlock it. I just don't know what it is. Find the Sanctum keys in both the Vault and Clock Tower. We know they're there because of the clues that we have from Room 46. We just don't know how to get them. Sort out Herbert's travel itinerary, the order in which he visited each of the realms. Get the star constellation that is larger than Inkwell, so more than 50 stars. I believe that might be the 93-star spiral of stars that we saw in the corner of the geography class. I know it's 93 stars because I went and counted it. Also, it is a constellation as well, so it would fully make sense. And we've also seen the spiral of stars in a couple of different locations in this game. Including, by the way, I'll mention, on the lid of the black parlor game box that we opened at the end of the last episode. It even caused a cutscene when our character looked at a gnarled piece of wood that just happened to resemble the spiral of stars. So I think that's probably one of our most important goals. So I am going to be doing everything I can in every run to get as many stars as possible. Also, finish translating Lady Clara's letter. Get the rest of the blue memos, which are in the following rooms. I went and checked all of the blue tent memos that I have so far, and I don't have them from the Mechanarium. Oh, this one's fun. The Throne of the Blueprints, because that's now a blue room. The Foundation. I don't know if I'm going to go to the effort of trying to spawn the Foundation on 8th rank after deleting it again. That seems a little tough to do. The Ballroom, which I never ended up entering. The Coat Check. And here, also, I have listed Parlor, Billiards, and Spare Room. Those are rooms that I upgraded to no longer be blue rooms, but I wonder if they'll still have the blue room memos in them. And also the classrooms 2 through 9, because they're unique rooms. They're not listed as unique rooms in the directory, but they do have unique information in them. So why wouldn't they have unique memos? Unfortunately, that does mean I'm going to have to do a number more classroom runs than I was expecting. Alas. Also, spawn her ladyship's chamber outside, as well as the archives outside, because I'm hoping that they have new information when I do so. Spawn the dining room outside in order to get the 10th dish. And finally, block the lavatory. Because you have the ability to block negative effects from a bunch of different red rooms, but lavatory doesn't have a negative effect that's listed on it. But also, blocking a lavatory is like a turn of phrase, an action, a thing that occurs. So I could totally see that. Honestly, what I'm expecting is if you do that, you walk in and the toilet's blocked. That's 100% what I'm expecting to happen, but it also might be tied to like a note appearing, so something I gotta do. From our previous day, we got to keep our Jaren Royal Scepter, as well as the Key of Aras. That's unfortunate. And the Lucky Rabbit Foot. If I hadn't picked this up, I wouldn't have had the chance to keep it to today. And I obviously do not need it. Yeah, so how do we start a run like this? I think it's find our observatory rooms, rather. Oh, Dan. Oh, I wasn't even trying to draft to the north here. What happened? What happened? Yeah, sure, I'll take Dan. Treasure Trove is a lot of gold, but the thing is, gold is certainly not a problem that I have right now, what with the 200 that I kept from the previous run. Bedroom, funeral parlor. I guess bedroom? I wish that was den. And this one's just observatory. Get them active as soon as I possibly can. Humongous Major, as well as Clavis the Key. Foyer, for all of them being unlocked. I mean, that's nice, but Chapel will actually allow me to access the wall. Yoink for your money. Laboratory, closed exhibit. Woof. I'm gonna have to lock out the corner here by taking the laboratory. That said, the earlier I get this, the far better off, because if I get a stars generating experiment, I would love to have it. Each time you draft a tomorrow room, each time you draft an upgraded floor plan, or whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room. There are permanent bonuses on both of these. Permanently increase your lockpicking skills, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance I honestly don't feel is relevant to me. Permanently increase your lockpicking skills, slightly more relevant, obviously. I'll take the upgraded floor plan, gives that. I guess I should probably quickly check the remote... No, not the remote terminal access, sorry, the staff services announcements. Oh, there is a new one. Sunday, January 23rd, 1994. According to the local network records, it looks like Simon has found and used 14 upgrades, which means he has 2 left outstanding somewhere on the estate. Randolph. Yeah, I imagine those might be with the Vault Sanctum Key and the Clock Tower Sanctum Key, if I had to guess. How do I get them? It's okay, I'll figure it out. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. If I took the utility closet here, sure, it would terminate my pathing on this side, which is really annoying, and then I literally only have 1 space there. That I could get blocked. But also, if I took the utility closet, I could use the laboratory to log into security and then turn off all of the switches up there. Oh, I really want to do it, actually. Okay, sure. Time to remote log into security. I'm going to tell it to be as stringent as possible in asking everyone for a keycard when they try and move past any room to any other room. And then I'm also going to tell it to unlock the doors when the power goes out. Security level high. And doors unlocked. They locked me up in a maximum security prison, but then they didn't lock the doors. All right. That ought to do. Oh, I gotta move my notes. They're restricting the movement of my mouse. All right, so I can now enter the foundation as well, by the way. Like, that's very easy to do. Rumpus, this early? Honestly, no. Give me conference room. Security gives me the ability to access the corner, and I will take that. Especially because I do have the resilience of the Rook power at the moment, so I redraw that room 4 times. Or I could redraw that room 4 times if it didn't give me commissary, which is just straight heat for me right now. Metal detector, sledgehammer, salt shaker, and just a whole jumble of gems. See, this room for me is just a bunch of items because I always have the money to buy all of it. It's a bunch of free items, effectively. How do I use the terminals in security? It's archives and office are the 2 ones that are marked. The blue memo from this room tells us that only the terminal from security can access the surveillance footage. But unfortunately, no interactions with this PC so far have revealed that feature. Closed exhibit. I mean, I do have the key card, or rather the security locks are not relevant at the moment. That said, I would like to get the closed exhibit result, actually, if possible. Give me Nook. Pool hall. Observatory would end the run, so it indoor nursery, so I'll take the pool hall. Well, it wouldn't end the run. Just courtesy of the fact that we do have the ability to emerge from the foundation as well. Oh, okay, so the first one isn't just 15. 15 minus 11 is 4, times by 3 is 12. 11 minus 1 is 10, times by 2 is 20, divided by 4 is 5. 10 minus 2 is 8, times by 1 is 8, times by 10 is 80, divided by 8 is 10. Hell yeah. Can I have a bit? Oh, yes, please. Rotunda can rotate. I was about to say a big adjacencies, please. And this counts. This certainly counts. With pool hole in the map as well, we have another great hall. This is another big adjacency. I would have drafted that room before I rotated if I remembered that these go clockwise. Garage, study. It's too much control to not give. Ooh. Oh, wait, is that literally one room up from here? Oh, sick! I knew there was a patch as well that just happened. It looks like safes that you've opened are still opened now. That's useful, because I was literally just coming in here and opening these. It did seem like an unfortunately unnecessary waste of time. Ornate compass. I mean, ornate compass is really useful. Funeral parlor headed in that direction is also pretty good. Also handily improves my lockpicking skills, which is nice. Observatory heads back down into that corner, but I do really want it. Only 2 red rooms at the moment for the funeral parlor. Florealis! Thank you! Bloom of the Sky has been doing so much work for us in giving us gems in other runs, so I really do appreciate seeing it here. Chamber of Mirrors when I can't redraw things. Woof, that's toughy. Attic. Oh, sorry, study. The family core rooms, by the way. The family core, according to the blue memos that we know, can only be in a non-red room that has 5 letters. I think there's like 7 candidates for that. Like, patio, hovel, attic, vault, study, foyer. There's one more that makes absolutely no sense. But is technically a possibility. Like, it won't be it. I'm gonna take attic here. Because with Baroness Aura Vey way back here, as well as this message that I only saw for the first time the other day, I wonder if... Because this is certainly related to our family. I wonder if this maybe has the family core locked away in something. For the moment, let me get this shovel, as well as this battery. We'll take a coin purse. And a gem. Oh my god. Coupon book, lockpicking kit, rather. As well as a key of the secret garden. And then also, the family core can only be unlocked with the sum of its digits. But also, he's kind of pointing in this direction to that, but I can't even access that in the corner. The family core can only be unlocked with the sum of its digits. I didn't know I had a sledgehammer. There's Marigold's Red Prince. Needs to be changed because the ending is too political. Alright, buddy. I don't see anything new in here. That said, I didn't last time either. Oh, am I supposed to break that one? No, it'd break with just a power hammer. Sorry, it'd break without the power hammer. I don't think it's not attic, because I also don't know which other one it could be. The most obvious is certainly vaults. However, I also don't really know how I would possibly interact with vault in that way. Only one statement is true. The gems are in the blue box. The gems are in the only true box. I'll grab my wind-up key and leave. Drawing room, closed exhibit, mail room. Give me the drawing room. Free gem? Yeah, free gem. Oh, treasure map, of course. This looks like the spot. Show me gems. $25 gold and 3 gems. Yeah. It's okay. We lockpick here successfully before I realize I obviously should have used the secret garden. Redraw. I'm gonna take gymnasium. Maybe I spawn the classroom outside and then I use the foundation for as many classrooms as I can today. That actually seems like a really good idea. Veranda. I take veranda when I'm given it. I like having additional luck. Walking into a room and suddenly being bombarded with items is just a very enjoyable experience. Oh, but I was gonna get the blessing of the monk from the shrine today so that I could spawn some of these rooms outside. Those are all kind of mutually exclusive because I need the shrine and I need the classrooms outside and I need those other rooms outside. So, like, I think I'll do classrooms first because I think getting to especially the language class, if that has a unique blue memo, that's going to be pretty important, I think. Code check for the ability to rotate with the ornate compass is actually really important if I'm going to be doing this. So I currently have a lot of control over what I spawn outside. And the ability to just spawn in at the foundation. Enough keys and security to bypass everything. Okay. Yep. So I want to get one classroom because I've already gotten the first classroom's blue memo, which specifically was only relevant to the first classroom as well, encouraging the idea that the rest probably have unique ones. Obviously, if the second one doesn't have a unique one, I'll know immediately and stop. But it wouldn't really make sense for the second classroom, which I think is math. For the second classroom to say, oh, the colors of the flags are these. Whose colors was the first class. Schoolhouse! Whoa. You telling me there's loot in here? And this is schoolhouse? Oh, a key on Herbie's desk. Alright. Now, I gotta make sure I get one classroom before I start drafting the rest of those. So I've got to go in from the south of the foundation, actually. I'm not gonna be sailing across. So this is our easiest access route. It'd be nice to have more gems at this point, but hopefully I just get the opportunity to pick up a showroom at some point and get the emerald bracelet so I don't have to worry about that. Because currently I'll be paying gems both for rerolls as well as for the classrooms themselves. That said, green rooms are currently set up to give me a lot of value, so... Is that... Yeah, that's south. Great. I want to draft one classroom to the south, but I also want to draft as many green rooms as I possibly can to the south. I mean, indoor nursery unfortunately blocks my pathing right now, so... I'll flip the classroom to point the other direction. Take my apple. Perfect. Special key. Secret garden. Spawns a bunch of... ooh, broken left. That actually, I have access to a workshop will give me the ability to get a power jackhammer or a power shovel. I can hit a couple of different anti-chamber switches as well, though I think this is probably not going to be relevant at all. Actually, not going to hit the other one just yet. Dormitory? Every time you enter a dormitory after drafting a study room, get 10. You know what? Yeah. Oh, hall pass. You'll never lose steps while traveling between two hallways. Hallways drafted from an adjoining hallway do not cost gems to draft. Right, yeah, I've seen that again recently. Workshop, please. Oh, kennel? Classroom? Vault? Kennel. Pat, pat, pat. Dig that for a turnip. Oh. Pat, pat, pat. Anyone else? All good. So now it's classroom, definitely. Oh, magnifying glass. Happy to see you. Oh. No, that's not. Oh, that is. Okay. Attention, Mrs. Hannah Peterson.
Hannah, a few false leads. I've managed to track down one of your old textbooks from the list. The original compendium was in archival storage on a restricted floor of the campus library, to which I fortunately still have access. However, I'm devastated to report that the pages 36 and 37 pertaining to your query had been removed. It's such a shame that the progress of higher academia is constantly thwarted by the political whims of the CBE. If you wish, I can transcribe the surviving pages and send them to you, but I don't believe there is any mention of any cause of any kind in their text.
Your friend, Professor L. Charity. What? I'm devastated to report that the pages 36 and 37 pertaining to your query have been removed. Are those the pages that we found way deep down in the old foreman's filing cabinet? I think they are. These are the ones mentioning the family core. Yes, indeed, actually. The numbers that built the world of yesterday was the book and its numeric cores that this is referring to. I'm glad to have something else refer to the numeric cores again. Interesting. So what? I mean, that's it. I can't believe we just found something new here and it's not even the blue memo. I need to be a little bit more stringent about looking at these classrooms. I kind of assumed they were all just recolors of this, retextures of the exact same thing, basically. Well, nothing behind that flag. Oh, there we are. Yep. Okay. The figure of 8, in its symbolic guise as infinity, has long served as a vessel of both death and the unfathomable. We also know that it is... The symbol infinity is used to denote the unknown, death, and the number 8. Yeah, okay. So basically, this is confirmation of another memo that we've seen in the treasure trove, but also it's confirmation that there are unique unique blue memos in each of the classrooms. Which is great, because I'm about to immediately go and get another. This classroom should probably rotate upwards, I think. No items on table. Trying to inspect the table a little more closely to see if maybe there's another message of some sort. So I didn't take a screenshot of this last time, and it turned out I needed it for a little bit, so let's grab that. Nothing doing behind there, nor up and under that. I'm thinking one of them's just going to be in a desk. Oh, never mind. Just found it. Ran this. The scientific foundation of architectural drafting, combining advanced principles of spatial suspension and temporal anchoring, was developed and refined at the Faray. I've literally never seen that word before. Faraya High Institute of Costa Rica at the beginning of their realm's 15th era. Okay, I'm starting to get so much information from these blue memos that I don't believe that they can all be relevant to puzzles. Some of these just have to be flavor. If they do all turn out to be relevant to puzzles, like for instance, if the one about Elzara being a real person, a real Rajan soothsayer who was seen out in, I think it was the 3rd era due to a sooth went wrong, I'll be very, very, very deeply surprised and impressed. Okay. Literally, the next priority is absolutely just... pat the dog. And then also get 2 more classrooms on the other side of this. Dining room. And it's perfectly positioned. Now that I've rotated a little, of course. I'll have 10 new steps from Enjoy a Lunch, and I'll get another 65 from the Country Stew Pie. Oh dear, none of those are classroom. There we go. Oh, but that classroom terminates in that way. Damn it. It's fine, I can still get the other 2 classrooms from the veranda. This one's important. So... Daja, Mora, Fenmora, Vea, and Marmora. Where are we? Devoted Circle. King descends to the family, descends to the realms. The 3 of Tides. These are different isles in Orsay. It's this up here. The Spiral of Stars. It's clearly a constellation of connected stars. It's got to be the next constellation, and I counted this as 93 different stars there. I also still don't know the central object to this, because it still seems like that, like the 1 to the numbered different cobblestones here seem like that's still probably relevant to something else. That said, the TOR anti-rotate 46 times has been certainly useful. This one shows travel routes between a bunch of different areas, including the 8th realm, the unknown. Then there's the North Circle as well, which has an information signal in the middle of it. I'm still very confused by a couple of these parts. Very intrigued. Oh, hello! Of the 3 major expeditions to the South Key, only one party has returned. The cartographers among them conducted a cautious survey of the coastline, but refrained from making landfall. Of the 3 major excavations to the South Key, only one party returned. And that party was from Cora Rica, it looks like. None of the other ones have a connected path here to the South Key. So it would be Cora Rica who mapped out that area and then came back. How is that relevant? And also, is that relevant? And also, you will really impress me if that turns out to be relevant, please. Please. I feel like I've seen this game do, like, I feel like a kid who's watching a magician, like, I've seen this game do a trick, and I'm like, do it again! Do it again! And at some point, the magician does have to just pack up and go home. Like, they run out of props and tricks at some point. I just... Not yet! Please! Another rabbit! Another hat! Yeah, I pretty much got to head back outside, so I may as well just draft my non-classrooms now. Casino, library, no thank you.
The Throne of the Blue Prince.
I can't even rotate that one. Give me a great hall that I can unlock. A little bit of. All right, most of them stayed locked. In fact, all of the ones that could theoretically be useful stayed locked. All right, we got both sides of the antechamber as well. Now I can kind of stop opening great hall doors that I know aren't relevant. Except this one definitely has items behind it, so sure, show me the keys. Ballroom, corridor, classroom. No, thank you. A library that points in the right direction, eh? Novel. You know what? I haven't gotten bookshop in a long time. It would be wild if there was... Okay, there's not. Phew. Let's make sure there's not just a note hidden in here as well to Mrs. Peterson. Why was Mrs. Peterson looking into family numeric cores? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's more for zooming in on this one either. Okay. Well, fair enough. Better safe than sorry, though. Vestibules, bedroom. I'd like something alterable. There we go. It's a hallway that is not aimed correctly, unfortunately. There we go. Give me passageway. I want to be able to drop 2 dead ends here. Ideally, in particular, I would like one of them to be the... well, I guess hallway close is fine by me. There's one I've kept for... Oh, coat check. I'd love to have my coat check now. Treasure trove? I do need to stop spending gems pretty soon. Boudoir's upgraded, gives me 2 additional rerolls and a gem. Probably more relevant this run than getting the treasure trove, to be honest. But the treasure trove giving us new memos is like a reliable way of getting new information. But the thing is, I think the new information it's giving me is largely related to solving the treasure trove, which I already did. Okay, I can't necessarily be sure that I've solved all of everything related to the treasure trove, but the big thing it seemed to be hinting towards, I definitely feel like I have conquered that one. Okay. Now, in order to get back to the veranda, I am going to have to leave the building. Nothing of interest buried there, nor... Well, you know what? Nor there either. I don't think a single coin is enough interest to worry you about. Alrighty then. There's no way I could interact with the box outside, right? As in, like, the room, the parlor room box down there. Actually, that's something I should check. Now that I've spawned that cutscene, are all of these doors just by necessity open? Because it would make a lot of sense if they were. But also, I could see the world where they still need me to get the boiler room and the microchips in order to come down here and look. But if they need that, then surely it means that I need to come back here at some point. The red room is locked. Also... The Throne of the Blueprint says permanently unlock all blue sealed doors. There's a plural at the end of that. Blue sealed doors. I'm not a snake. That's an S, buddy. That's an intentional S at the end of that one. I'm just constantly trying to justify it to myself why I'm certain there's still more to go. All right. Especially because I'm recording this with such a deep backlog that, like, I discovered in real time, as the series is currently running, I discovered the secret garden today. That is not recording wise. That is to say, that episode came out today. And I'm currently looking for the family core. Okay, so we're literally just going classroom. Hopefully the second classroom is pointed upwards so that I can get into the antechamber. If it's not, then that's how it is. Classroom. It's art class. This feels like a room that's very easy to overlook, so maybe there's something additional hidden in here as well. Maybe another letter from Peterson. Or to Peterson, rather. Crown Crow, N. Boats, Bat, O. Stage Sage, T. Not. Clock Lock, C. Plain Pain, L. Househouse, U. What? Huh? Oh, Stage and Stag. E. Okay. You're very funny. Oh, just in case you weren't following the letters, it spells out not clue. Mm-hmm. How dare you? What's going on with our hidden blue in this room? Seems especially hidden, perhaps? Oh, no, this is going to be the one where it's in a desk. It is not the one where it's in a desk. It is directly under someone's schoolwork. Like, you can only just see it poking out. 2 and Tooth. Mm-hmm. Corn and Acorn, Robot and Roots. Where is this memo? Yeah, we are on the 8th rank. I just had to make absolutely certain. Oh! The illustrations in The Red Prince and Swimword were done by Marion Marigold herself. Again, that seems more like flavor than anything else. Classroom. Thankfully, it does give me classroom first, so I have the ability to tell this classroom that actually, no. This one should take me downwards, because the other one already goes upwards, so I can draft out the final row. So this gives me the ability to get another dead end down south. Oh, this is a history class as well. This should be relevant. There it is. The third king of Arindia was the last in the line of Horus. The first king was the king Horus, so that line ran for 3 ages. I'm not seeing anywhere anything additional might be hidden in this room. And unfortunately, this is the final blue room with a new memo that I can draft in this run. So we now focus on... Oh, Chamber of Mirrors? The reason to get Chamber of Mirrors is so that I can draft another observatory or two. I'm doing it. I don't even have to enter the Chamber of Mirrors. So again, I'm going to have to go outside of the building and then back into the building. Before I leave... I want a coat check. Ornate compass again, I think. As much as rotating will be useful on the other side as well, I will just re-roll if I need to. Check the... Ornate compass, please. The gems are in the only true box. And this is true, so it has the gems in. Only one statement is true. If this says the gems are in the only true box, it also says that there is only one true box. This also says only one true box exists, so if this is true, this has to be true, which means neither of them can be true. Well, or rather, that means that the blue one can't be true. So this says only one statement is true. Imagine it itself is true. The gems are only in the only true box. That still doesn't have to be true, because it could lie. The gems are not in the only true box. So, still believing this to be true. The gems are in the blue box, and that's false. So this says the gems are in the only true box. They're not in white. This says they're not in blue. They're in black. Oh, couple more footsteps wasted. Oops. I really want more stars than this in the standard run if I can get it. Study, but do I have a single king space on the board? I don't think I do. Okay, so if one of these final two spaces I can spawn is an office, I'll take that, because then I'll have the ability to go out and change my resilience of the rook. And I think I would like to do that now. The resilience of the rook in particular, I mean, like, it's good. I do like re-rolling in the corners. Gives me the ability to make sure that I get the conservatory every single run if I want it. But more impactful than that, I feel like, would still be the armory. Possibility of getting an axe. Possibility of... well, I mean, the Morning Star gives us a star, additionally, every day as well. And also, I would be able to use the shield to work towards my long-term goal of blocking a lavatory. One day I'll get there. Just a couple more chili cheese chalupas. Buddy, I don't even know what a chalupa is. That's not a thing you can get in Australia. You know where I know chalupas from? From Deadpool comics. You know where I know chili cheese dogs from? From Sonic comics. We just got the cheesesteak last year, okay? I'm amazed we have burger. Oh, yeah, no, I am going down this way first. Good, 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 good. All is right with the world. Well, in specific terms of this exact game and the decision to move to that room at that time, All right, back to the game. Whereabouts can I find a king room? Give me office. Indoor nursery, funeral parlor, and nursery. No, thank you. Use my free rerolls first. I mean, observatory is obviously one of the ones I want, but I'm not gonna. Oh. Annoyingly, master bedroom means it does give me the king, but it also terminates my run. It always felt to me like there should be significantly more to this room than there is. Alas. If there is, I still don't know about it. This room has a king in it, right? Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? It literally doesn't have a chess piece in. What did I do wrong in my notes? It's office and, did I just assume? That's absurd. Yeah, it literally isn't relevant. It feels like there should be a king space in here just based on the way that the other rooms are appointed with certain things. But I guess not. So this will terminate my run, but it also won't give me anything. The both of the worlds. The of both worlds. Oh boy. There's nowhere I can end my day to get a benefit right now. Specifically, that is to say that, like, I don't want to end my day in dormitory or master bedroom. Oh god, I could have gotten so many steps. Because I only keep my Aegeran Royal Scepter if I rest in a blue room. So we did classrooms 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we'll mark those off of our blue memo list. We also managed to pick up 2 stars. So about how much I would rate my performance on collecting stars in this episode. All right. I now need to get classrooms 7 through 9. Rooms 1 through 6. All right. A much calmer episode, this, than the prior. So I've got one more classroom run similar to that. And then I have Shrine for the Blessing of the Monk, and I start spawning things outside. For the moment, that was the Mount Holly Academic Campus, though. 6 classrooms, a library, a dormitory, and 6 classrooms and a library. I'm not sure what other kinds of campuses there are, but for the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Blueprints. Top left is a series playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. At or above the thank dear. And special thanks to this episode to Mr. Gibberish. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.